Hello, thanks for tuning in to Flappinova Intuitive Messages. This is the reading for Scorpio. Please think about one question in your mind so that while I'm shuffling, I can tune in your energy. This reading is for the moon cycle on 27th of August to 10th of September. Let's see what is in the way. And let's see one more card. This is the Whispers of Love. When I was cleaning the energy of this Whispers of Love card after the last reading of another zodiac signs, I feel like one of my vein was bumping so hard, and then I tried to calm the vein by my another hand. I feel like, what's going on? What's going on? Is it the energy of Scorpio? Because I feel like probably this is the reason why I put you guys in the last reading. I feel like your energy is kind of heavy to handle because you are going through something strong inside your heart. Therefore, I would like to calm you down by putting your reading last. Yeah, I know you're patient enough to wait, so therefore I put it last. Whew. Scorpio, let's see. What is fading away from you is I feel like your last chapter or something that you're still going through is about you are building your foundations of personal growth. Perhaps you have desire to move to another cities, and you see the bigger picture. But what you need to do is focus on right here, right now, to do it step by step. So therefore, you are setting solid goals to achieve what you really want in your future. And I feel like you're already clear about what you need to do to fulfill your life goals. And the spirit is also telling me that they can see you are doing it, because no matter how difficult your plan, how many mountains or how many rivers that you need to come across, you are already planting the seed to do the solid work and put into the actions. Yes. Therefore, I feel like perhaps my pumping vein was like you are like climbing and hiking to a higher mountains right here right now. Therefore, you feel like you are a little bit losing your air. It's like when you are using too much energy, you are kind of tired to let your blood circulation to work in a peaceful pace. So you are working on what you really want, especially for those who are hoping to move to another city to have a new life. So therefore, you are already doing it, and these chapters perhaps is already finished for some of the Scorpio, but for those who are still going on, just keep going, because spirits can see that you are doing it. And during this moon cycle, for those who already finished this, you will see that you are going to a new direction, because you can see things clearly. And right here, right now, the spirit is telling you that you've been training for this for lifetimes, the age of life. This card is more about personal growth. I feel like for those, like I said, you've been planning and you've been taking action to do things that can reach to your ultimate goals in your life. And the spirit is reminding you that you are meant to move to another city. You are meant to meet a person in another city. You are meant to in a relationship with people in foreign nationality. You are meant to climb up the mountains to achieve your goals. You are meant to cross the ocean to do the soul searching. Whatever you are meant to be, I feel like it's not close to where you are right here, right now. There is distance. And therefore, you were trying so hard and working so hard to reduce the distance with your goals. Yeah. And the spirit is telling you that you are doing it right, because you are not only doing this in this lifetime. In your past life, you are also doing this. You are meant to move to another place and not just one place. You are meant to leveling up. You don't belong to one single location to grow. Because suddenly I have a quote pop up in my mind. It's talking about, if the flower didn't bloom, you don't fix the flower, you just change the environment and water it. That is the concept. For the oracle card about whispers of love, I feel like some of you Scorpio, if you are dating Aries, perhaps you guys are experiencing similar thing, because this card is same as Aries going through physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Sometimes a hug is exactly what is needed. Physical connection is important to humans. Hand holding, kissing, embracing, back rubs, an arm around the shoulder, or a pat on the back are ways of expressing support, care, encouragement, and more. Think about how good you feel when someone greets you with a warm hug and offers you a comforting hand. For those who are in a relationship, I feel like you guys are, most of you guys are in a long distance relationship. Therefore, it's hard for you to provide the physical touch. And Scorpio, you guys are quite good at sexual part. So without the physical touch, it's kind of tough for you to maintain this love. Not only you, your partner also. So the spirit is here to remind you, for those who are experiencing the long distance love, it's a reminder for you that this is a training. This is a training for you. If you can pass this test, everything will be alright. If you cannot pass this test, you gotta let go. You gotta let go if you cannot pass, because you're gonna hurt your partners. The situation is a little bit different to Aries, because what you're going through is a huge challenge to you. For those who are already in a relationship and you are not going through the long distance troubles, I mean, you are not going through the if you are not going through the long distance blockage that you cannot touch your partner, then actually the spirit is reminding you that sometimes a small interaction can really help you with your day. Giving and receiving through touch helps to keep your heart open. If you cannot touch your partner, perhaps you can send something to your partner. For example, you can send with the texture. For example, before I'm doing your reading, I suddenly realized I was observing this feather, and then I was touching the details of the feather. Perhaps you can buy a toy doll that is connected to your partner. For example, maybe you wanna buy, both of you are quite healthy and in your diets, maybe you can buy a avocado toy stuffed doll, and then you just send to your partner in a long distance. And for those who are, for those you are already next to your partner, like in the same city, you just simply show more love and affection to your partner. Because sometimes when you are so focusing on your personal growth, you are so focusing on hustling around, you forget that your partner also need your support to cheer her or him up. Because the world right here right now is going through a tremendous update, and most of us are really sensitive about what's going on around us, and even though internationally. So therefore, hugging and physical touch is so important for us to comforting each other, and this is also very important for us to connect in a higher level, to feel safe and secure, and also make us feel like we are not alone. You're not alone, she's not alone, and he is not alone. I feel like this reading is kinda not heavy, but it's a point that it's easier to say than done. Because for those who are already living in the same city, it's hard to not have the physical touch. For some of you guys, I feel like maybe you are living in a different culture. Maybe you in your culture that you cannot touch a person if you are not in a relationship, if you cannot touch a person if you are not in a marriage. So perhaps you are living in the Middle East, or you are living in South Asia, that the culture is not allowed for you to have physical touch. Because in general, I feel like in Western culture, there's no problem to do this. Even though hugging your friends, greeting, it's so easy for the Western people to do it. This is day-to-day life. Even though it's during COVID, people still shaking hands, or people still doing some physical connection in the Western culture. I just see 333, which is a synchronicity about the whole universe is actually supporting you to do this gesture. You're not alone to feel this way. And for Scorpio, the reason why I want to do your reading last, because I feel like lately your emotion is quite out of balance. Perhaps the missing part is the physical touch. You didn't connect with people enough to get that comfort inside you. Therefore, you are showing some negativity to people around you, and then when people react to your or responds to your words, they may be triggered by why you are speaking bullshit, why you are talking shit, why you are talking so mean words to me. This is actually a reflection about, to be honest, you also lack of the attention, you also lack of love, you also lack of that physical touch. Perhaps when you step up and express yourself about, let's get a hug, or just touch a person's hand when you want to express your feelings, suddenly the situation can turn into 360. I just see 555. This is exactly what the spirit is going to tell you. Just one point of touch can change everything around you and your relationships. Even though you're friends, this can be a love story, this can also be a friendship or your family members. If you just put your hands on somebody's shoulder to support them, that person also can feel your love and they realize that you are not so cold. Why you always need to show that cold, mean side of you? But actually you are not. You also need love. Scorpio, I would like to draw an extra side based on the story and see what is the message for you to learn this chapter. This is the Daisy cat. I feel like this energy is quite you because the black cat. The black cat also is like the people always labeling black cat is bad luck, and also thinking about black cat is related to witches, and some people in the ancient time they feel like witches are a toxic role, so they're gonna burn. So they burnt the witches on the wood to let people insult and to let people destroy the character. But actually, Scorpio, you know that you don't mean to be mean, you don't mean to be rude, you don't mean to be a bad person. Why you always need to project yourself, or why you always need to present yourself in this way? And the daisy flower is a represent of there is the innocent part and joyful and childlike part inside you. Perhaps you can show it a bit to people, because sometimes you put up the walls and make people feel like, wow, you're so cold, wow, you're so mean, wow, the words you say are so sharp and like the knives. Is it what you really want to do it? You want to stab everybody's body to your mean words, to your bloody words? Is that what you really want? No? If the answer is no, why you are hurting yourself and also reflect it to others? We can do it just by a physical touch, and everything will change. Just like now, you can see a little light. If I touch it, you can see the bright side. If I don't touch it, you remain to the dark side. It's totally up to you, Scorpio. If you wanna maintain a relationship, you decide you want to touch it or not. And when you finally can decide it, I feel like that's the way, that's the path you choose to be yourself in the light. Yes. I feel like to sum up this reading, it's mostly about practice more about physical connection with people. No matter where you are right here, right now, no matter you are in a relationship or not, practice the physical touch. If you don't have somebody to touch here right now, try to touch the table. Try to touch yourself. Just like when I was studying your reading, I told you that the vein was pumping. One of my veins was pumping heavily, and then I just touched myself to calm down. This is the energy that you need to comfort yourself. First, you give it to yourself, and when you get used to this touch, let people touch you. Don't be a cold heart, don't put up your walls. Because the universe and the spirits know that you also need love. Yeah, now you got it. Thanks for tuning in, Scorpio. This is the end of your reading. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe my channel because I'm growing it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm sending you all the good blessings coming to your way, Scorpio. Bye. It's 1111. I just see it right now. This is the new beginning for you. So I trust that you can do it and open the new door to level up yourself. Thank you so much. Bye.